Hello dear friend, it's my pleasure once again to welcome you to Philosophy of Life program, which is designed to educate and enlighten you. Today we shall continue our discuss on Sex and Destiny Part 2. I want to begin by first of all sharing something very important and meaningful with you at this point in time. If a father sees his son playing with razor blade, what do you think the father will do seeing his child playing with razor blade? The father will first of all devise a means in making sure the child does not wound himself with the razor blade. The father would therefore attract the child with a toy. If he attracts the child with a toy, the attention of the child goes out of the razor blade. And then what the father will do is to take away the razor blade from the child. And by so doing, the father has succeeded in saving the child from injury. This program is designed in this context to save humanity from the danger inherent in sharing destinies that are not native with your own type of destiny as one engages in illicit sexual affair. According to Plato, the greatest cause of crime is lust. The fire of sexual lust kindles every species of wantonness. It is obvious that the human mind is the center of attraction, and he that controls the mind, therefore, controls the man. Human mind is the cosmic center of attraction. If the mind is not engaging the senses in positive activities, the senses, on the other hand, will engage the mind in sense gratification. And one aspect of this sense gratification is lust. Illicit sex, therefore, opens one's karmic record and exposes an individual involved in it to the ubiquitous influences of certain cosmic elements. When Pythagoras was educating his students, he inferred, fight to overcome thy foolish passions. And then when his student responded, when do I engage in sex? Pythagoras responded to one of his students, when you want to be weaker than yourself. You see, the ancients taught humanity how to refrain from such things, simply because they are aware of the danger inherent in it. On the other hand, when Aristotle was tutoring Prince Alexander the Great, he admonished him, and I quote, "Avoid inclination of animalistic pleasure, for it stains the soul." I take that again. Avoid the inclination of animalistic pleasure, for it stains the soul. End of quote. What does that mean? The question will therefore arise. How does sexual or immoral or illicit sex stains the soul? Now, it is a very simple answer. Because the greater part of the destiny of the someone you are having sex with is at the higher level of vibration, and you share in harmony, you share at the meeting point of destiny, you share that destiny with that person. You are aware that so many people die in the course of having sex in different hotels. There are you have the news from time to time of people who engage in sex and how they die. You think they enjoy dying? No human being enjoys dying. But because at the point of having that illicit affairs, the energy, the vibration is raised high, and probably the vibration of the person you are having it with, in line with what has been written of the person, is invoked. And then that, the moment you share that destiny with the person, you become contaminated, and such can lead to death. Destinies meet during sex, and destinies part during sex. Some are, on the other hand, like I have said, have died. And I want to say that in all the sacred writings of antiquities, the Bible, the Quran, the Srimad Bhagavata, the Bhagavad Gita, and all the holy books on earth, they all advise humanity on the danger in having illicit sexual intercourse. For instance, in the writing of Paul to the Corinthians, the book of Corinth, the Bible, chapter 6, verse 16, Paul is quoted to have said that he that engages in illicit affairs with a harlot becomes one body with the harlot. Now, have you asked yourself, why is it said that when you engage yourself, if you involve in illicit affairs, or illicit sexual affairs, you become one body? You are one body because what is written of me is shared with you. And now the question is, how do you know what is written of you? You see, ignorance has kept humanity in the cocoon of error. And I have continued to say that if we don't question certain things that we believe, and if we think our belief system is in consonance with reality, we'll fail. And of course, you know, every human being has his destiny. I have my destiny, you have your destiny. Certain things are written of you. That is the truth. But you may not know. I do not know. We unfold into what is written of us on daily basis. Our encounter in life with people we meet on daily basis are not ordinary. Nothing happens to man ordinarily. That is the point that every viewer must take very serious. And people who come in contact with you in life, they come for a mission. And your birth in this physical system of reality did not come by accident. You came to fill a vacuum. And in filling up that vacuum, you must be conscious of your activities so that your good destiny will not be stolen by an agent of the dark world that may pick interest in trying to fight against your life and destiny. Associating himself and herself with you, what are their destinies? It's very, very important. People can come into your life and they get you advanced. And people can come into your life and they bring your downfall. You must be mindful of your association. But let me explain this, because at the point of having sex, illicit sex, now, at the point of orgasm, that is when the energy is high. At that point of orgasm, that is when certain things that are written about individuals can interact. And the interaction occurs in a higher etheric system of reality. And they happen from time to time. You know, the philosophers investigate 4 elements, cosmic elements: water, air, fire, and earth. And activities of man within the sphere of this dimension revolves around these elements. And some people, let me tell you, man was made by God, no doubt. Man is not a biological accident. Some people you see came from the realm of serpent, some from the water, some from the forest, some came from different dimensions of life. And whoever you come in contact with in this physical system of reality determines how far you can go. That is why it is important that man must build his spiritual nature so that he will be able to appreciate what the Almighty, the Divine, has presented to him. This, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me in the next part of this Sex and Destiny for more information. God bless you.